All right, let's back this up a little bit here. All right. So, the old berth used to be along this line right there. That was the bottom of it. I put these extensions on so I could carry the ceiling down from up there all the way down. I've added this bulkhead across here to help support the berth and to divide the space up so I can put storage bins in here and there, several places. The old V-berth used to go clean up to this chain locker bulkhead. So I'm moving it aft this way. That is all new there. Gets a fiddle rail along the top that'll cover that edge up so it looks really nice. This used to be as far as the old berth used to come. So it was only about maybe 8 or 10 inches wide at that end, and not all that wide on this end. Went from there to there, which is about the size of a queen size or a little bit less. So it was less than 6 foot 6 long, something like 5'9" or 5'11" or something like that. So it was just too small for me and my wife, so I decided I'd refit, make it bigger. Now the old head used to be there. You see, there's one of the overboards, and there's another and peeking out right there, and those were taken out and plugged up. That fitting there used to be the sink drain. That frame for the door that goes there used to be on the other side of the boat. Used to be here. You see where I pulled that bulkhead out of off the hole there. So it went there. This one went here, but it came clean out to this edge right here. This used to be cut off right there. So I took a piece of the plywood that I pulled out and continued that bulkhead right up to the ceiling. This is a patch of stain here that I'm trying to match those two panels when I get done. I've got this hole to fill and this hole to fill. If you buy a boat, people, don't cut it full of holes. It just makes it hard for the next guy that comes along, okay? So, anyway, that's all the junk I'm using to do this project, tools and stuff. So, I pushed this back that way and took this one out and put it over there on that side. So that'll be one closet. The one behind me will be the other closet. Right here at the bottom there'll be a step that comes up this way and over that way. There'll be a new bulkhead right here going across there. That will be the end of the new bunk. So the new bunk is going to be 6'6" long and almost king size width at this end and over 2 feet wide at that end. So it'll be very comfortable. And because I've been able to move it this way, I get more room across so I can drop it another 6 inches and give you more headroom. That hatch is going to be taken out and moved up there. So I'm going to put some skylights in where that old hatch was, or is currently. It leaks, by the way. That's one of the reasons I'm taking it out. And it's made out of wood, which I'm yet to be able to seal a wood hatch into a fiberglass boat and have it not leak sooner or later. So to insulate, we're going to spray foam in all these frame bays all the way down to the bilge. Well, close to it. I'm going to leave a slot at the bottom for water to run through from that chain locker if it needs to. So that's all going to be spray foam insulated all the way back, even in the closets. The back of the closets are going to get sprayed. I'll move all that shit out of there before I do that. So it'll be insulated all the way down. That'll help cut the condensation. There'll be less condensation, less mold. It'll be a good thing all the way around. So as soon as I get this bulkhead in right here, then I'll spray foam that all those spaces, and that one too. And then I'll put the ceiling back and carry it down to all the way to the bunk top. Put the bunk top in first, I think, and carry the old mahogany strip ceiling that was there all the way down. And then of course there's going to be there's going to be bookshelves. That's why I left this tab right here, so I could put a new little mini bulkhead or whatever you want to call it out to that line right there, and it goes straight up from there to the overhead. Then there'll be, and so that corner right here will kind of be like that and like that. Will be like a nightstand, one of those on each side, with bookshelves up above it. And of course it'll all be sealed. The foam that I'm going to spray will have sealing in before I start that. So there'll be one of those on each side, on that side. And then of course there'll be the step that I'm going to put in there. And look at that big hole. Somebody cut a big frickin' hole in the floor. I'm going to have to fix that. And then something else they did. It's highly annoying. Look at that. They put a house heater in the wall on a boat. It's 110 volts. It's only good for if you're going to be, living on in a marina permanently. That would be all right. But as it is, it's just a kind of useless. I'm going to pull it out and put some other kind of heating in there. Probably end up putting a ductwork over that, or a grill over that hole. All right. So anyway, step. And then on this side, there's going to be another step. It'll come out from the bottom of that bunk, out this way like this, and down to the edge of the door, like that. So then I reinstalled the old door frame on that side, so the door out will be right there. Look at all that stuff. I had doors and ceiling and boxes of tools and fiberglass cloth and resin, more wood. Anyway, it's all part of revamping a boat. Then that is the fuel fill for the main fuel tank. Goes up through the back of the closet. Anyway, so that's what this space is going to be like. This is a Challenger 40, so if you want to know what the original layout looks like, look it up online. You'll find what the original floor plan looks like. This is going to be a really nice space when it's done. All pretty mahogany and whatnot. So the head is going to be moved from forward. It used to come, let's see, way down here. It used to come from there like this. The door for the head used to be right there like that. And then it would come out, and you see that line right there? It used to go from there all the way to that bulkhead. And then up that used to be the size of the old head. That was a shower on this half. This half used to be where the toilet was. So anyway, that's going to be moved back aft where the old let's move back here. Pardon the junk. See, this used to be the captain's cabin. See right there. Let's see, where's that? Let's see if I can find it. Oh, there it is. Up there. See, it says captain's cabin. So this is where it used to be. This is a repurposed wall here. This came out of the forward heads being put in the aft space. So this space used to be the captain's cabin. On the left-hand side, you see I blanked off the area that went underneath the bunk, or underneath the cockpit. That's the cockpit right there. That's the cockpit, part of the cockpit sticking out there. And it was a miserable bunk to sleep in. It wasn't very tall. It was only from, get my finger in there. Here's the line where it used to be. See, and it only came up that far. So on one side, the slide I slept on, there wasn't even enough room really to roll over well. And it went all the way out to the hull and up to the deck on that side. So that's going to be now from this spot part right here over to, kind of got this torn apart right now, over to this wall right here that I put in. There's going to be a counter across there. And then the head is going to go right there. I got working on the plumbing on it. Okay. This goes all the way through to the galley. You can see some part of the freezer there. So then back here, this used to be a space where a fold down toilet was. Now it's our washer and dryer. It fits there perfect. Soap stuff. So then this space here where you can see some of the old cabinetry there. This is going to be a counter that goes all the way up to here, like that, all the way around like that, and come clean out to about here. Back down to, I got the cleats on the floor. That's what that one little piece is right there, that cabinet's going to fasten to. I should have cleared the junk out of here before I filmed it, but what the heck. Okay, so there'll be a counter here on this side, and that opening into the galley is going to be from the other side. Let's go around into the galley. That's one of my garbage boxes. Okay, so that hole is going to be all drawers accessed from the galley. That'll give us storage for pots and pans and what have you. Anyway, that's what that's going to be. It's got a gimbaled stove right there. It's got a freezer under the counter I installed there. I think I'm going to redo it though. Do a different kind of insulation and make it so it has a bigger box on it. So I got boxes of screws and whatnot and drills, and anyway, that's such as it is. I'll show you another one later. I'll put the bunk area together, which is up there. I'll put that bunk bed area together and show you what it's going to look like in a bit.